Hello students. Today I will start with the topic number system class 9th. This is our first video lecture for class 9th where I am going to discuss about number system. In class 7th, 8th you have studied about different type of number system. You have studied integers in class 7, rational numbers in class 8, and today we are going to discuss more on with the number system. So first, we'll start with the number system, how it is started. If you count things, suppose we have 50 to 60 chocolates at my home. How will you count? You'll start counting like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that you'll count, or you start counting from 1. Definitely your answer will be that I will start counting from 1. So that numbers are known as counting numbers or natural numbers. Please close the door. That numbers are known as natural numbers. So natural numbers start from 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on like this. These are natural numbers which we start counting from 1, 2, 3, 4. It goes till infinite. Then we have studied whole numbers. Just add 0 to it and write remaining numbers. These are what? Whole numbers. It is also infinite set. Then if you go for integers, we have negative numbers -1, -2, -3, dot here like this continues. -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on. Now just see the set, because in this year we have questions like true false question like whether every whole number is a rational number, every integer is a rational number, or every integer is a natural number. We have such type of questions where we have to answer whether these questions are true or false. So for doing that questions we should require the concept of number systems. Now if you see here, this whole part is there in this also. You can see. So I can come to a conclusion that every natural numbers is a whole number. हम लोग ऐसा कह सकते हैं कि सभी के सभी नेचुरल नंबर जो है whole numbers हैं. अगर आप ध्यान से इंटीजर्स को देखेंगे, if you see clearly integers, this whole part of whole number. So if I ask question like this, whether every whole number is an integer, so your answer will be what? True, because you can see every whole number are present in integers. Now if I ask question reverse, every integer is a whole number, but you'll find that these negative numbers are not present in whole number, therefore our answer will be what? False. अगर मैं पूछता हूं क्या हर इंटीजर जो है वो होल नंबर है, सो आप देखेंगे कि नेगेटिव नंबर्स जो है वो होल नंबर्स में प्रेजेंट नहीं है. That's why हम क्या कहेंगे कि every integer is not a whole number. I hope this concept is clear to you. Now we have studied about rational number last year. We have studied rational number, whole lesson it was in class 8. Numbers of the form p by q, where p and q are integers and q should not equal to 0. We'll see more about rational number this year also. We'll see more about the rational number this year also. In short, I can say for the time being, rational numbers are numbers which are integers and numbers which we can represent decimal expansion. जिन numbers को हम लोग decimal में expansion दिखा सकते हैं और जितने भी integers हैं सब के सब rational number में आएंगे. तो rational numbers होता क्या है? All integers and what? Numbers with decimal expansion. Numbers with decimal expansion. Now the decimal expansion, it should be clear to you. Numbers have three type of decimal expansion. One is terminating decimal expansion, second is non-terminating recurring decimal expansion, and third is non-terminating non-recurring decimal expansions. When I talk about rational number and decimal expansion, you should be clear that decimal expansion must be what? Terminating or non-terminating and recurring decimal expansion, which comes under this irrational numbers. So now think about irrational numbers. Irrational numbers are those numbers which cannot be represented in this form, or in other words I say numbers of the form root m, numbers of the form root m, where m is a I hope you got the answer. Numbers of the form root m where m is not a perfect square. If I write like this root 1, you'll get answer what? 1. So it is a natural number, it is a whole number, it is an integer, it is a rational number, but it is not, it will not be a irrational number. Now if I write 3 over here, you will not get proper terminating decimal expansion or recurring decimal expansion. So such numbers are known as rational numbers. Now I want to make it clear one thing which will help you to solve exercise 1.1 and few more questions based on true false. So if you go from this top to bottom, every natural number is whole number, true. Every whole number is integer, true. Every integer is rational, true. ऊपर से नीचे हम लोग जाएंगे तो हमारा आंसर क्या होगा? ट्रू. मतलब पहले पूछता है एवरी नेचुरल नंबर इज होल नंबर, तो हम बोलेंगे ट्रू है. आप देख सकते हैं एवरी होल नंबर इज इंटीजर, आप बोलेंगे ये भी ट्रू है. लेकिन जब इरेशनल नंबर भाई इनकी फैमिली से अलग है, ये सारे के सारे जो नंबर्स है इन शॉर्ट में कह दूं ये सब के सब रैशनल नंबर हैं. रैशनल नंबर्स, सॉरी, these are all are rational numbers. और एक और फैमिली आती है जिसको हम कहते हैं irrational numbers. They belong to different family, and both numbers are counted in real numbers, which we studied in class 10th. Now I ask a question. You have to try and write in comment box the answer of this. What is difference between? Give me example of one number which is rational but not irrational. Or in other words, write a difference of between rational and irrational number in the comment box. So what I said, अगर हम ऊपर से नीचे जाएंगे तो हमारा आंसर ट्रू होगा. Skipping this part. If I ask you what every integer, now see reverse order. Reverse order will be false. Reverse order false, and this order is true. If I ask you question like this, every rational number is a natural number, your answer will be what? False. Now rational numbers has negative numbers and decimal expansion numbers which are not present in natural number, so that's why it is wrong. Just focus on word every. Every means what? There should not be anything left. Now if I ask question like this, every integer is a whole number, you will say no, because negative numbers are not there in whole number. Now if I ask you question, every whole number is natural number, again answer will be false, because 0 is not present in natural numbers. So if in reverse order, answer will be false. In downwards order, answer will be what? True. So please keep this in mind. Pause the video and note it down. I hope you all understood the concept. Now let us start with the exercise 1.1. First question. It is based on same concept which we have studied just now. Is 0 a rational number? I hope you will say the answer. You got the answer. Yes, 0 is a rational number. Next part. Can you write it in the form p by q, where p and q are integers and q not equal to 0? In other words, can you represent 0 as a form of rational number? Yes, we can write 0 upon anything. 1, 2, 3, anything is 0. 0 upon 1, 0 upon 2, 0 upon 3, you can write it anyways. So our answer is what? Yes, we can write it, we can represent it in the form of p by q, where p and q are both integers. This was the first question. It's a very easy question. I hope you understood. Now, in the same thing, we have to understand. We'll see other type of question which may be asked based on this topic. One thing, find a rational number between two numbers, which we have studied in class 8. Find a rational number between x and y. It's a general question I'm taking. You'll get one question like this, and you'll get one more question like this. Find 6 rational, or 3 I take, rational numbers between 3 and 4. Okay. Now, if you get a question like this, focus on word A and 3. Here, very simple question. Find a rational number between x and y, which you have studied in class 8. I hope you remember. We have used, to solving this question, we have used the formula x plus y upon 2. So, this type of question, it can be solved like this. A rational number is equal to, we can say, x plus y upon 2. Using this formula, you can find out the number. For example, if I say find a rational number between 3 and 4. So, what I did? I removed x and y. So, same way here, you will just put here 3, here you will put 4 and divide by 2, you will get answer 7 by 2. So, 7 by 2 means 3.5. You can find exactly in between 3 and 4. If you see on the number line, here 3, here 4 we have. So, 3.5 lies exactly in between 3 and 4. Now, if they ask you to find two rational numbers between 3 and 4, so what you can do? You take first number is 7 by 2, then 7 by 2 plus 4 or plus 3 upon 2. Means whatever two numbers are there, sum that number and divide by 2, you will get the required answer. See here question. Find 3 rational numbers between 3 and 4. What you do? You will find first number 3 plus 4 upon 2, which is 7 by 2. Now, next number, one number between these two, one number between these two. You can count 1, 2, 3. That will be 3 numbers between 3 and 4. Suppose, second number, this is first number. First number. Now, second number, you can take 7 by 2 plus 3, upon 2. It's okay, no problem. So, what is the answer? 7 plus 6 upon 4. I hope you understood. 2 3s are 6 plus 7 upon this 4, 2 will come down and we will get 7 plus 6 upon 4. That is 13 by 4. This is second number. And to find third number between 3 and 4, you can use write like this. 7 by 2 plus 4 upon 2. You will get another answer. I hope you can solve this. This type of question you can solve. If you want, you can pause the video and note it down. Let's see next question of exercise 1.1. Find 6 rational number between 3 and 4. You can find 6 rational number between 3 and 4 by old method which I taught just now. Now I'm going to tell you one more method to find 6 rational numbers. There are 3 methods to find 6 or infinite decimal numbers between two numbers. And one method is, if you want to find 6 rational numbers, just add 1 to it and multiply, make a denominator of that. Multiply and divide by the same number. This is why I need to say, you want to find 6 rational number, so denominator will be what? 6 plus 1, that is 7. Now, just write like this, 3 into 7 upon 7, and you will get what? 21 upon 7. And in the other number, also you just do multiply by 7 and divide by 7. You will get what? 28 by 7. So, we can write 6 numbers between 21 by 7 to 28 by 7. See, denominators are same. So, 6 numbers will be what? 22 by 7, 23 by 7, 24 by 7, 25 by 7, 26 by 7, 27 by 7. That is enough. So, clearly we got two numbers which are in between. If you cancel it out, you will get 3. See, 21 by 7, 3. 28 by 7, 4. 7 4s are 28. So, this is nothing but the our numbers. So, just write down 6 numbers between 3 and 4 are, see, we have to start by increase one number to 21. What will we get? What will we get? 22 by 7, 23 by 7, 24 by 7, 25 by 7, and so on. 26 by 7, 27 by 7, or 28 by 7. No, you have to stop, because here question is between 3 and 4. 3 was 21 by 7, 4 was 28 by 7. Now count down numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You will get exactly 6 numbers. We have one more method. This is easiest method, one method. Other method we have find out D. Second method. I think this was easy one. Second method. Find out D. What is D? We have formula for D. Y minus x upon n plus 1. Formula for D is y minus x upon n plus 1. What is y and what is x? What is n? What is 1? I'll make it clear. Y is always a greater number. You have to take greater number as y and smaller number as x. So here condition is y should be greater than x. And n is a number which we have to find out. How many numbers we are going to find out? जितना नंबर हमको पूछा गया, सपोज बोला 5 नंबर्स फाइंड करो, 6 नंबर फाइंड करो, तो n का वैल्यू 5 होगा और 6 होगा. अगर बोला गया कि 15 नंबर फाइंड करो, तो n का वैल्यू 15 होगा. समझ में? So इस केस में n का वैल्यू क्या है? 6 नंबर. We have to find 6 numbers. So you put n equal to 1 over here. So you will get D is equal to y minus x. 4 minus x means 4 minus 3 upon 7. I hope you understood. n का वैल्यू कितना है? 6. So 6 plus 1, that is what? 1 upon 7. So we got the value of D. Now just write after this. I'll write here. Therefore 6 numbers between 3 and 4 are. See how many numbers are there? जितना भी नंबर पूछा गया उतना ही आपको लिखना है यहाँ पे. उसके बाद you can find out with this formula x plus d, x plus 2d, x plus 3d, x plus 4d, x plus 5d and one more x plus 6d. अगर यहाँ पे 7 नंबर्स पूछता तो x plus 7d, 15 नंबर पूछता तो we'll have to continue till 15d. Now what is x? Our x is 3. Or d value we got 1 by 7. Put there. So 3 plus 1 by 7 you'll get 22 by 7. See, which was our first number. You'll get 22 by 7. Now again next number 3 plus 2d. If you multiply by 2 over here, you'll get 2 upon 7. Just put here 2 upon 7. You'll get what? 7 3s are 21 plus 2 23. That is 23 by 7. Now same way you'll continue. You'll get the answers 24 by 7, 25 by 7 and so on. You'll get all these numbers which you have got earlier. I think you can solve the remaining part. Thank you. Let's see question number 3 of your exercise 1.1, which is similar question which we have done in question number 2. Find 5 rational numbers between 3 upon 5 and 4 upon 5. I hope you can solve this question by DYS method, which is do yourself. Now see fourth question. Means this question is homework for you. I think you all can solve. If you have any doubt, please write in comment box. I'll give the solution for this question in comment box. Question number 4. State whether the questions are true or false. State whether the following statements are true or false. Give reason for your answers. I think you all can also answer this question if you have seen the video carefully. What is the question? Every natural number is a whole number. Downwards or upward? It is downwards. Every natural numbers means 1, 2, 3, 4 are all present in whole number. So the answer is true. Just right answer is true for this. What you write in justification? Just write, since we know that every natural number belongs to whole number, therefore our answer is true. Now let us see the second question. Every integer is a whole number. Now you all know that every integer is, whether negative numbers are present in whole number or not. We all know that negative numbers are not present in whole number. And see the downward it is. After whole number we have integers. So it is asking every integer whole number. So it is going upward direction. So this answer is what? False. What will write in reason or justification? Since negative integers are not present in whole number, therefore answer is false. Now let's see the last question of the exercise. This will be last question for this video also. Every rational number is a whole number. Every rational number, see rational number goes downwards. Whole number. Rational number contains negative numbers. Rational number contains decimal numbers which are not there in whole numbers. Have you seen 3.5 in whole numbers? No. That's why our answer is false for this. I hope you all like this video. Please revise by seeing this video after time and time, repeating intervals. Thank you.